Breaking news, this just in, Shawn Porter sparred 10 rounds with a guy on the card, former champion David Benavidez, in preparation for his fight with Errol the Truth Spence Jr. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We work in ESPN Plus. I'm an affiliate working with ESPN Plus and Disney. And link in the description of all my videos. It helps the channel if you use my link. Vasil Lomachenko is going to take on Anthony. Oh, actually, he just beat Anthony Corolla. He's fighting Luke Campbell. And if you want to check that out, plus the UFC pay-per-view upcoming fight, Poirier, Khabib, Nurmagomedov. You know, sign up for those things below using my link. Again, it helps the channel. Now, very good news, at least to me, as a boxing fan, avid fan of boxing, for a fight I'm really looking forward to, and that's Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter. It's a unification going down basically in about a month. And just found out that Shawn Porter sparred with David Benavidez, also on the card. And this is a picture from their sparring today. This is amazing news, you know, as for boxing fans, to me, and I'm gonna kind of break it down and give you my thoughts why I believe that. I think it's, first of all, for me, my thing is this: I just want to see fighters prepare themselves in the best possible, most disciplined way, so they don't rob themselves first and foremost and their family of this great opportunity. And then secondly, so they don't rob the fans of a good fight. And I think as true consummate professionals, that's what you get from Shawn Porter and Errol Spence. I'm not saying other fighters don't do it, but we haven't really had issues. Yeah, Shawn Porter, I think it was the Ugas fight, he couldn't make weight. I don't know what that was about, but he hasn't had a pattern of this like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Broner. You know, he hasn't had, there hasn't been a history. He ended up cutting his hair and then making weight. So he's been a professional. And I really rate David Benavidez. I know he's still on his path, on his journey. He made a mistake with the cocaine, failed drug tests and stuff, but I rate him. And I was at his last fight with J'Leon Love. He looked good. J'Leon Love, he stopped him early. And I rate David Benavidez highly, you know, and I have for some time, and he's waiting to show. Now, iron sharpens iron. They're both on the same card. I think Shawn Porter has sparred with him in the past, or his brother Jose Benavidez. I'm pretty sure I remember hearing about that. Shawn Porter, he's no stranger to this industry. Guys like Shawn Porter, Jesse Vargas, they probably sparred with, you know, the top names. You know, Shawn Porter used to spar with Manny Pacquiao. He sparred with Jesse Vargas. He sparred with high caliber Keith Thurman before he even fought him as a pro. So that's what happens when you've been around the block, you've been in the game, amateur. He's fought against Usyk, holds a win over him, Demetrius Andrade, Edwin Rodriguez. So to me, this ups the ante. I believe Errol Spence is the favorite here, and I think Shawn Porter might have even acknowledged this, but he looks motivated and he looks focused. Let's get into what he said. Obviously, it's a picture of him and David Benavidez after sparring. He said, just finished 10 rounds of sparring with this guy, David Benavidez. We're both going to be ready on September 28th. Hashtag Spence Porter, hashtag Darrell Benavidez, PBC on Fox, the Porter Way. And they also had some members of the media who were like, you know, invited or whatever to go watch this sparring. I remember in the past I watched a sparring, maybe for the Thurman fight. It was Shawn Porter and Shane Mosley sparring. You know, they don't really let you have your cameras out and stuff like that because the fight's a month away. You know, they don't want trade secrets and strategies being revealed and stuff like that. But this is good news. I'd like to hear it. Shawn Porter looks like he's grinding. I got a video on Errol Spence coming up too. Make sure for your one-stop shop, you know, when it comes to this boxing game, make sure you smash the like button. We out here, we grinding, and I give you guys the latest and greatest. But Mike Coppinger of The Athletic, he was one of the people that was in attendance and kind of watched the sparring between Shawn Porter. Look at the size differential between Shawn Porter and David Benavidez. David Benavidez is probably like 6'2", super middleweight. So this is good. This is good hard work. You know, I don't know how hard they went, but here's some kind of quotes from somebody that was there. Shawn Porter working on dipping under David Benavidez's immense power shots. He's doing a great job pushing Benavidez to the ropes. Really spirited sparring session, you know. So you don't know how much is gas. You know, I wasn't there, so you don't know how much is gas and how much is. I'm just going off of what's being written. Benavidez back to conventional for round 2. Porter looks super sharp. You know, this is a testimony from, again, notable reporter who's there. David Benavidez boxing southpaw to emulate Errol Spence Jr., whom Shawn Porter meets in a welterweight unification September 28th. Benavidez fights Anthony Durrell. This is misspelled. You know, I care about spelling. For super middleweight in his chief support. So that's the co-feature, people. And, you know, here's just some. Man, I'm looking forward to this fight. This hyped me up. If this don't hype you up, I don't know what type of boxing fan you are, you know. But this got me hyped because Errol Spence ain't no punk in there. Shawn Porter, I seen him a little while ago. I think it was at Pacquiao Thurman. He was already in shape. I seen him again at the press conference. They had 2 press conferences, and I went to both of them for this fight. He was in shape during both of them. He's sparring bigger people. Errol Spence has been known to spar bigger people. Errol Spence, his training camps are pretty quiet. Like him and Derek James, they be like off the grid and, you know, just close friends and family, really. So I don't know who Errol Spence's sparring partners are at the moment, nor have I done any type of research. But, you know, Shawn Porter doesn't mind the world seeing that he's putting in work with David Benavidez. Listen, good fight. Great fight. Great fight. Shout out to Fox. I think Fox has also done a phenomenal job with promoting these recent big fights that they've had on the network. There's been some animosity between Porter and, you know, Kenny Porter, Shawn Porter, and Errol Spence. I can't wait to see who makes good on their promises. You can't compare Errol Spence to Shawn Porter versus the Mikey Garcia fight because they're just different styles. Mikey fights his way, you know, kind of a counterpuncher, tactician. Shawn Porter can box, and he showed you that in the Danny Garcia fight, the You Gods fight. He showed you the boxing prowess, and he's also showed you the rugged shit, like Paulie Malignaggi performance, Devin Alexander, Andre Berto, where he kind of, you know, stay in your chest and bulldoze you. Kind of had that same with Keith Thurman. Thurman's a power punch. Man, this is just a really good fight. Really good fight. If you're in the area, you should definitely check it out. 2 formidable opponents. Errol Spence. The other thing I like, Errol Spence couldn't get no work. There was a lot of people who, you know, for lack of a better word, weren't really checking for Errol Spence. And then now with what he's done recently, is like the pressure has grown and different fighters have to step up to the plate. Somebody, especially, it's just like when Kell Brook jumped up and fought Triple G. Triple G couldn't get a fight with Jacobs really at the point. And definitely Billy Joe Saunders, it didn't sound like he really wanted to fight Golovkin at that point. But then after the world seen a welterweight and Kell Brook have the balls to step up and, you know, give Triple G some problems, but ultimately lose, it kind of put pressure on people that were already made in the division. And you notice after Kell Brook stepped up, actual middleweight started fighting Triple G more. You know, Canelo fought him shortly after, Danny Jacobs, Billy Joe Saunders started calling him out, stuff like that. And I think that's kind of what happened with Errol Spence. Motherfuckers seen Mikey Garcia. Yeah, he lost, but they seen a guy who comes from featherweight and had kept moving up, have the balls to just be like, fuck it, I'll fight Errol Spence. Nobody else is doing it. And he came up short. So that put a lot of pressure, as far as I'm concerned, on every welterweight. And then now you've seen different welterweights mentioning Errol Spence and, you know, the Pacquiaos, Danny Garcia, Shawn Porter, and now Shawn Porter's actually going to fight him. So I love it. Great fight, great stylistic fight. 2 champions, respected belts. There's not much more you can ask for. 2 disciplined fighters. Errol Spence, I've seen some recent footage and picture. He's in mean shape. Again, I got some footage and videos I got to put out that are coming. But I love the preparation from Shawn Porter, Team Porter, the Porter way. They're going with David Benavidez. If you can hang with David Benavidez at super middleweight, you know, that's going to give you confidence. I don't know how hard David Benavidez was going. You know, I don't know if he was taking the E. I don't know. I wasn't there. But that's definitely a confidence boost because he's definitely bigger than Errol Spence because he's 6'2" and he's a super middleweight. So I look for Errol Spence. He's probably doing the same thing. I actually shot this video. with Haha Davis and the Porters. Some of y'all didn't know that, but Errol Spence, they said he spars heavyweight sometimes. He spars bigger guys, and he's doing it in treacherous Texas heat. Great, awesome unification. Shout out to PBC on Fox. Thank you, Al Heyman. Shout out to Shawn Porter and Errol Spence, most importantly, for putting on the main event and, you know, doing their diligence as far as preparation. Love it, love it, love it. Let me know what you guys think. This means I'm anxious to see the sports books and the betting like changes slightly with you know, just kind of the preparation as we get closer to the fight. You know, you see people sometimes on the fence and they go over oh shit, he's sparring with David Benavidez, damn, you know what I'm saying? And people might start changing picks and stuff. I don't know. Some people are going to be like, man down. I don't care about that. I don't care who he's sparring, man down. You know, some people are going to just rock with who they're going to rock with. But all in all, it's a very good fight. Great way to, you know, enter the fall, close the summer type thing. Let me know what you guys think. Who wins this one? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. As always, make sure you smash the like button. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.